Good morning. I'm at the AT bridge headed towards McAfee Knob. I'm pretty excited to get on with this day. Had a hostel stay last night, but people in the bunkhouse were sick and I was trying my hardest to not be there, so it was not such a great stay for me. Didn't get the rest that I needed. Certainly not at all. There was a fan blowing on me last night because some guy was a snorer and they decided that would drown it out. So I need a 0, and in about 5 days I'm gonna take one. So I'm pretty excited about that, but I got to get through this Triple Crown today. I should hit McAfee Knob, probably Tinker Cliffs, get through the Virginia Triple Crown, and move on a little bit to set myself up for hopefully a better stay, probably in a hotel again. These hostels are cheap and they give you rides and the owners are great and all that stuff, but it's so not for me. So I'll keep you with me on the trail. See you soon. And I figured it out. It's day 59. Good morning. Terrain that I'm unused to. Look at this. Boy, if they made the trail like this would be all right, huh? Yeah. How do I know I'm on the trail? Well, that's my white blaze. So I've been following those white blazes for now 711 miles. Woohoo! Have a great day. We'll be going to McAfee Knob. There we go. And see that white blaze? Right there. They're everywhere. I wondered when I was going to see the first one of these little guys. Hey, buddy. Hi. I'm going to see about 1 million of your friends. You better get off the trail before someone steps on you, you hear? Turns out I'm going scorched earth, baby. I love it. Okay, here we go. Ooh. Okay, time to put the phone down. Okay, so I thought it was bears that I was coming upon. This is the craziest thing. I had zero idea that I was walking in a cow pasture. Hey, hey, how you doing? How you doing there, big mama? And I see you down there. Doing all right? Oh my Lord, there's a third. Yeah, good for you. Okay. So, yeah, I almost stepped on that guy. That big, big, big snake. Wow. I mean, he was across the trail and I took a step and it moved and I jumped back. All right, I'm gonna go around. Yeah. We got no problems, eh, buddy? We got no problems at all. You're a biggie guy. Holy shit. No, I won't be getting any closer. So I made it to Tinker Cliffs. You got me, John. Beautiful view. No one here though. Got the whole place to myself. Look at that view behind me. That's part 3 of the Triple Crown. Dragon's Tooth, McAfee Knob, and Tinker Cliffs. All done. Hey everyone. Yeah, I'm in a shelter. Yes, I am. Why? I don't know if you can see that. It's pouring. It's been raining all day. All part of it, but I ducked in here to kind of get out of the rain a little bit, and I'm the only one here except for some guys doing some maintenance on the privy, and maybe the water source. They want to help out with stuff. But there's a bear box here. I'm tired. I've done 11 miles, and that's nothing, I know, but I didn't sleep last night. So I might be done. Crazy, me in a shelter. Yeah, I don't like norovirus and I don't want to be exposed to it. And hopefully no one else shows up. That would be fabulous. I see that as a slim chance. But I mean, what more chances could I really be taking here, right? So here we are. We'll see how it goes. Okay, so here's how I'm set up in a shelter. Notice this is part of the floor. Logbook, which I will not touch. Got my stuff hanging here. Okay, so I don't have my hammock, I know. So I got my sleeping bag, my air mattress, and I gotta fix that. So there's something underneath this. And I have the bottom in a garbage bag because if the rain blows in, it's gonna get my poor quilt all wet, and I don't want that. So here's all my other stuff. That's it. That's how I got set up. Good morning, everyone. All right. Day 60. You know, some people get sentenced to 60 days. I feel like I've been putting in some hard time here, which is insanity to me because the hard time was the time spent working, struggling, doing all that stuff in the matrix, we'll call it. This should not be hard. So heading into a town today. I guess the trail walks right into it, so I have no choice. And I hear there's a Little Pig's Barbecue that also sells beer. Not that I want any of that filthy substance. And I have no reservations anywhere. If I happen to stumble upon a cheap motel, I might check into rates there, but that's basically it for me. Otherwise, I got to keep going after I get something to eat. Will not go to a hostel here. There is a hostel. Was just told last night there are 4 people there with norovirus. And that's came to me from the brother of one of the people that are there with norovirus. So, yeah, no. Also don't want to pay insane hotel rates. The last place I stayed in was a cheap motel. It was $109, and the key to the room didn't work, so the lady told me, well, if you leave, just kind of prop something in there. You know, that way you can get back in, because I'm not always here. There's like a one-woman show there. And so I don't want to do that either. Seems like these towns kind of don't mind jacking up some prices for some crappy accommodations because they know we need it. And I get it. Everybody's got money to make. So, anyway, if I can find one of those cheap motels that may or may not have a door lock that's less than $100, deal. If not, I keep going until I do find one. I guess that's the name of the game. So, day 60, at least I get to get into a town, get some food, wash my hands, all that good stuff. I'll see y'all down the road. Okay, walking on the road, heading towards Daleville, Virginia. So it should be fun, right? Yay! All right, all I have to say, I'm pretty proud of myself. Walking out of Daleville, whatever that was, I stopped and had some barbecue, and I had a beer, glass of iced tea, checked out all the Google searches for hotels and motels in the area, talked to some locals. There are hotels, not one of them wants less than $100 for a night. Not doing it. Not tonight. The locals tell me they bulldozed all the crappy motels, and that's really what I'm looking for. So, I went to the local BP, bought a couple of Blue Moons to take with me, roadies. I'll drink those tonight. Either warm or if I can find a stream or a creek, put them in there to cool off. Doesn't matter. So, that's that. That's that. I'm heading back into the woods. I'm on a new map. Northern Virginia and West Virginia. Woohoo! Out of Southern Virginia. So I'm good with that. Also, I made a reservation. Y'all won't believe this. At a hostel. Stanimals Part 2. You remember when I stayed in the first Stanimals at the beginning of my trip? Well, this one, I made a reservation for a private space. So I'm not even in the hostel. I'll have my own space outside of the hostel. I think it's some kind of lover suite. I don't even know. Switchback sweethearts or something. I don't know. I don't care. So it'll be Tuesday. So I've got, I think, 60 miles to cover by then. That's nothing. I can do that. I mean, it is, but it's not. So that is the something to look forward to business. So that's what's happening. Again, I'm proud of myself for not wasting money to stay somewhere tonight when I don't need anything and I don't have to. And everything is just a little overpriced because they can, you know? So, go Woodchips, right? Go Woodchips. Yeah, now this is my type of terrain. Think I can handle this road? I think so. Okay, so how do I know that I'm on the trail? There it is, the white blaze. Sorry. I got a barbecue filled gut sandwich. Barbecue sandwich filled gut. That's what I'm trying to say. I've had 1 beer, 2 glasses of iced tea, and I get a little crazy. Real food. Who knew? Okay, so I knew it was coming, just didn't know that there would be a sign. Everybody, drum roll please. 1/3 of the way to Katahdin. Katahdin is the end goal, everyone. I've come 1/3 of the way. Oh. Okay, I just kind of thought this was beautiful, so I wanted to show everyone. Boy, if the trail could be like this the whole way, there would be 0 reason to ever get upset. This is gorgeous. But I guess all those hard times are what make this so great. When you've climbed over rocks for 4 or so days in a row, and all of a sudden there's grass and there's no rocks, and the sun is blue, or the sky's blue, the sun is out. There is nothing better. So I'm sorry to everyone, because I know I've been a bummer these past couple of videos. It's been tough, but I'm still at it, still going, and still finding ways to love little bits of this, like this. It's like, oh, sun shines on a dog's ass every now and again, huh? Signs everywhere, the signs blocking out the scenery, breaking my mind. Do this, don't do that, can't you read the signs? Yeah, huh? All right, all done for the day. And do you know what makes setting up your campsite much easier? I'll tell you. When you brought 2 roadies with you. This is called the AWOL guide. And okay, so the quick and dirty. The miles are tracked here. The ones in blue, this is going southbound, so starting from Maine and headed towards Georgia. I am headed in the green northbound, or NOBO. I'm at mile 736.1. These are the miles that I am following. So I've gone 736 miles. I'm at this Fullert Knob shelter. It was 0.1 east right off of the AT. And so this book actually shows you that I had to climb up in elevation, and this gives feet, so thousands of feet. I guess this is 1,000, 2,000, 3,000, and I'm sorry. So this is 1,000, 2,000, 3,000, 4,000, 5,000. So you can see kind of how high you have to climb. So if I started in town today, I actually started a page up. So basically we'll say Troutville down here, and then I had to climb up, and that's, you know, less than 1,000 feet up. And then I got it here. I'm at the top of the mountain at Fullington Knob Shelter. Over here it tells me, you know, you can camp here. There's some water here. There's a shelter here. This is the elevation. This is 2,632 feet, you know, above sea level, I guess. All of these numbers, I don't even pay attention to what's coming next. I don't know. Water seasonal, treat water from the cistern. And actually this is a rainwater. It collects rainwater and then you can pour it out from a cistern. So that's pretty cool. So if I want to know like kind of what's happening tomorrow, where my water is going to be, that kind of thing, I can just follow down. So if I'm at mile 736, at mile 739, there's a salt pond along maybe a road somewhere. We're not getting water here. 739, there's a creek and you can see the little water sign. So I know where my water is. This is going to be a view where I should be taking pictures. See, it's an overlook. And so basically I take a look at the elevation. I take a look at what's going on. This is the next shelter. So it's at 749. So I'm at 736. There's a shelter at 742 and another one at 749. And, you know, it just kind of continues. So basically this book just tells you what's going on next, but primarily what your elevation is looking like. It tells you where the towns are. It tells you what's going on in the towns. So it tells me this is the next town I'll be going to in Daleville. I'm sorry, Daleville is just where I came from. And I ate at the Three Little Pigs barbecue. So it gives you information how far off of trail that was for me to walk. That was nothing, right? Dessert with purchase. Yum. It was like a banana pudding. It was really good. Anyway, Roanoke's ahead. I'm not going there. But the next town I will be going to gives you a map of Daleville, so you actually know where to walk. So anywhere there's going to be a town that's got hiker services, that has things that hikers need, it's also going to give you information about that. And so the book continues and it just keeps going. This is what's left of half of the book. And I only took it to Pennsylvania. I cut off half. And so figured the northern portion I could get, you know, back when I get to Pennsylvania. So this is all that I have left. It was much thicker than that, I swear to you. But so this is what you can use. So you can't just rely on your phone. You run out of battery, your phone goes dead, bad stuff happens. You need to be able to know kind of what's ahead, particularly where the water sources are, where you can stay, that sort of thing. And this book is kind of like my backup for that. Also at night I lay here in my hammock and sort of figure stuff out and see what I'm looking at without having to use my phone, my battery, all that kind of stuff. So that's that. Hope that made sense. Okay, day 61. I am leaving the shelter area and headed AT north. Hope everyone's having a great day, great morning, whatever time of day it is when you are watching this. Maybe it's in the evening. I don't know. Maybe every time you hear me say good morning, you think, oh God, it's 11 o'clock at night. Shut up, Lacey. I'm sorry about that, but I do tend to record first thing in the morning while my phone's out and heated up and ready to go. And for some reason, I never thought I was a morning person, but every time I'd always show up at work, I'd be like, hey! And I guess that's just kind of when I'm full of life. It does drain out during the day.
So I'm just filtering water, and some jackass with his young dog off a leash thinking that I don't need to have my dog on a leash because he's only at 7 months old. Dog comes running up to me, starts grabbing shit out of my pack, including my water bag, my CNOC. I really hope that dog didn't put a hole in my CNOC. Eventually the guy comes running up. Oh, I'm sorry. I said, get the dog away from me. So yeah, a dog comes running up and starts tearing stuff out of the side pockets of my pack. All in a day, huh? How about this? A Cara orange in the View Montville. Oh, hi. It's my first turtle on trail. How you doing, buddy? Where are you going? Oh, don't be afraid of me. I'm cool. I'm cool, I swear. Well, you are moving. Dang. I've modeled my trip after you, I want you to know. Oh. Oh. Let me help. Here, I can help you. Here. You just got ahead of yourself. You just got ahead of yourself. There you go. There you go. You're all good. Don't be afraid. I'm on. Off. Whatever. Just. Well, hello, everyone. It's day 62 for me. I am cruising down the Appalachian Trail. However, it's going to be a very elevation-heavy day today. I believe in the distance that I have to travel, it's like 5,300 feet. So for those of you that can understand math and elevation and my poor little legs, that's high, that's a lot. It is over the course of an entire day, so it's not all at once. So that's, that's a benefit. But today's one of those grind it out, grit it out kind of days, and that is my specialty. This girl is full of grit. So just want to check in, say hey, and let you know I am killing it today. Hopefully it doesn't kill me. Staying real hydrated. I ordered some more Element last night. Element has a new flavor. It is lemonade iced tea, and they even added a little caffeine in it. So that is for me 1,000%. So I ordered that. And I'm having it shipped to my buddy Todd's. Thank you, Todd. All right, it's 11:30. I've been climbing uphill all day, but that's all right. I knew it was going to happen, and I'm faring very well. But it is getting hot. Aunt Marge. Who? All right, midday apple break. I've done, I don't know, it's afternoon. It's like 12:34. I've done over 11 miles, all uphill today, and I'm kicking butt. And look at me having a fresh apple. Not that I picked it off a tree. I've been carrying this apple around since the Kroger's, I don't know, 4 days ago, I think. So it's heavy, and I'm finally eating it, and it's delicious. So happy day to all of you. Cheers. So I climbed the entire day, 18 miles, and start to think, oh wait, did I finally make it to the top of this mountain? And let me show you what it comes to. Oh. What? I don't know if that's a space ball, a fire tower, a water tower. Definitely made it to the top of the mountain though. And I will say, after 18 miles, it is about time. Apple Orchard Mountain, I guess. Yeah, I don't see any apples. Thunder Ridge Wilderness. Should I be scared? So it had been a while since I had what we'll say substantial trail magic, and I want to tell you about an experience that I just had. For Mother's Day, this wonderful woman who hiked in 2005 brought her car out, and first thing I noticed was a blanket with a bottle of permethrin to spray down your stuff to keep bugs away. Showed me how to come over and wash my hands. So I got real clean hands, which is nice. It's a gorgeous thing. And then the buffet. So I had a piece of fried chicken. I had some mashed potatoes. I had a piece of watermelon. I had some cherries, some strawberries, and some grapes. I had a Gatorade, and I took not a pimento cheese sandwich on a croissant and a pimento cheese sandwich on bread, as well as an apple and an orange with me, and some barbecue flavor Fritos. That's how wonderful this woman was. She had all kinds of stuff, and whatever you needed, she wanted to give to you. So she was a real wonderful sweetheart of a woman, and it was great, and I just wanted to say thank you. Wanted nothing in return. Just a trail angel. Wonderful. And this is the famous guillotine. All right, let's go. Test my fate. How cool is that? How cool is that, huh? Whoa! Almost fell down at the guillotine. That would not have been good, Lacey. Boogity, 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 guillotine, boogity, boogity, boogity. Ha ha. I think this guy and his little friend are little moochers. They've been like circling around me like, hey, what are you gonna give me? Hey, how about you? Hey girl, what are you gonna give me? You want some trail magic, do you? Good morning, everyone. It's like 9:30. Look at me. I'm still lazing about in my hammock, nice and comfy. Can you hear that? It's raining outside. It's been raining all night and all morning, and I only have to make 13 miles today before I'm at the place where I get picked up tomorrow morning to go to Stanimals. So I'm in no rush for anything. The rain is supposed to peter out, hopefully, throughout the day, so why get wet early? I'm just going to hang here. Already did the breakfast thing. It's hard for me to not just start packing up, but I'm just trying to kind of be lazy and take care of myself a little bit today. So that's what's happening. Happy day 63 for me on trail. Have a great day. Okay, everyone, day 63. I find myself in a shelter after walking in the rain all day, all stretched out. I've tried to dry off as best I can, but I am soaking wet. Have been all day, but I mean, that's just kind of nature of the beast. The AT is wet. So just letting you know, I made it. It did quit raining somewhere around, I don't know, 3:30, 4 o'clock, something like that. So did get some kind of stuff accomplished, but yeah, that's all I got going on. All right, good morning, day 64. Leaving Matt's Creek Shelter at 6:30 in the morning, and I am headed 2 miles today to James River, I don't know, Route 501, whatever. Stanimals is going to be dropping people off at 8 a.m., and I'm going to be there for the pickup at 8 a.m. Check-in isn't till 2, but I'm hoping they'll let me linger about. Made it through yesterday. I can't tell you, it was cold and wet. It was 40 degrees. People were bailing out. It was, well, it was rough. But I made it, hiked 13 miles, went to the shelter and decided that's that. Put my stuff up in the shelter as you saw in the video. Bummer is I left my tree straps at the last shelter. So good thing John's coming today because he can help me get the stuff that I need. But also I'm just so thrilled to see him, to see a familiar face, to see somebody I love. 64 days without a single familiar face that's rough stuff. So, turns out you need people, right? I will check in with you all later on. I'm going to cross the James Bridge, like the longest footbridge across the AT or something. That's exciting. Got a little rain, so maybe it'll be fun. See y'all. So that's the James River in Virginia. Okay, here's the James River footbridge. I guess I should show you the whole view. Let's check it out. I'm here at Stanimals, and this is the tool shed that I am getting. Are we ready? Okay. Yes. 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 Wood may fall on me. I love it. Yes. There it is. A bed. Mm-hmm. There's the tools.